Integrating BTE with other systems drives business innovation. Businesses use many different software applications. This means data gets trapped in separate systems, creating inefficiencies. For example, a sales team using Salesforce cannot automatically sync customer data with SAP S/4HANA for fulfillment. BTP connects these applications, enabling seamless data flow and process automation across your entire landscape. This integration is essential for operational coherence. These systems need to share data and work together. This means different applications should exchange information seamlessly to function as one unit. For example, a BTP application could automatically update inventory in an ERP system when online sales occur. This integration ensures all parts of your business operate in sync and efficiently. BTP helps connect SAP and non-SAP systems seamlessly. This means BTP acts as a bridge, allowing different software applications to communicate and share data without manual effort. For example, it can link your SAP inventory system with a non-SAP e-commerce platform to automatically update stock levels. This integration streamlines operations and ensures data consistency across your entire technology landscape. Makes your business processes more efficient. This means BTP automates manual steps and connects data across systems, so tasks complete faster with fewer errors. For example, automatically updating inventory records when a sales order is placed in SAP S/4HANA. This seamless automation directly boosts your operational speed and accuracy. Exploring our extensive integration capabilities. Any application that uses standard web protocols. This means SAP BTP can connect to apps communicating through common web languages like HTTP or REST APIs. For example, connecting a web-based CRM system to sync customer data with your SAP solutions. This universal compatibility ensures seamless integration across your entire digital landscape. We can connect to popular cloud services like Salesforce or Google. This means integrating their data and functions directly into our SAP applications. For example, syncing Salesforce customer data with SAP for a unified sales report. This integration streamlines processes and provides a complete business view. Custom applications your company built. These are unique software solutions developed internally to meet your specific business needs. For example, a custom mobile app your team created for field technicians to report job completion. Connecting it to SAP BTP allows seamless data flow and extends its capabilities. This integration ensures your proprietary tools work efficiently within your broader digital landscape. Other SAP systems outside BTP. This means you can integrate BTP with other SAP solutions not hosted on the platform itself, like SAP S/4HANA on-premise. For example, BTP can securely exchange sales order data with an external S/4HANA system. This connectivity is fundamental for building unified business processes across your entire SAP landscape. Understanding REST APIs for enterprise integration. REST is a standard way for applications to communicate. It means different software can exchange data over the internet using common rules, like using web addresses and standard actions. For instance, a weather app on your phone fetches current conditions from a server this way. This standardized approach enables seamless integration between diverse systems. Think of it like a language computers use to talk. It is a standard way for applications to request and share data over the internet. For example, a weather app uses REST APIs to ask a server for current forecasts and receive that data back. This common language ensures different systems can work together seamlessly. Uses simple HTTP requests: get, post, put, delete. This means you use basic web commands to interact with data. For example, a mobile app uses get to retrieve your user profile from a server. These standard methods make building and integrating applications straightforward and predictable. Most modern web services provide REST APIs. This means they offer a standard way for applications to communicate over the internet using simple web addresses and common commands. For instance, a weather app uses a REST API to fetch the latest forecast from a remote server. This standardized approach is fundamental to how modern applications connect and share data. Discovering REST APIs in the BTP cockpit. Log into SAP BTP cockpit. This means accessing the central web interface where you manage your BTP account and services. For instance, a developer starts their workday by securely signing into this cockpit to check available services. This initial step is essential for discovering and utilizing REST APIs within the platform. Navigate to your sub-account. This means selecting your specific workspace in BTP, similar to entering your company's private office floor. For example, if you manage logistics data, you'd click on the Logistics sub-account tile. This first step is essential to access the available REST APIs. Look for Services or Service Marketplace. These are the main sections in the BTP cockpit where you can browse and discover available REST APIs. For instance, to use a document processing service, you would navigate here to find and enable it. This is your starting point for accessing any API functionality. Find integration services like API management. This means locating tools in BTP that help you manage and connect different application APIs. For example, a developer can use it to securely expose internal product catalog APIs to external partners. This central access simplifies how you build and manage integrations. Step 1. Set up the destination service. Go to your sub-account in BTP cockpit. This means accessing the specific workspace where your applications and services are managed. For example, if you are building an employee portal, you'd navigate here to configure connections to your HR system. This is your starting point for integrating external systems securely. Find destinations under connectivity. This is where you manage connections from SAP BTP to external systems like APIs or on-premise applications. For instance, you can link to a third-party weather service API to fetch real-time data in your app. This step is essential for enabling secure and seamless data exchange in your solutions. Click New Destination. This action starts the process to define a connection from BTP to an external system, like another SAP service. For instance, you would do this to connect your BTP account to an SAP S/4HANA cloud system to fetch business data. This simple click is the essential first step to establish any system integration. Give your destination a clear name. This means choosing a descriptive identifier so you can instantly recognize its purpose later. For instance, name a destination to your S/4HANA system S4_prod_finance_read instead of just backend one. A well-named destination prevents confusion and saves time during development and troubleshooting. Configure your destination in the next step. Enter the external service URL. This is the web address of the application or API you want your app to connect to outside of SAP BTP. For example, to get weather data, you would paste the specific weather services web address here. This step is essential for establishing a secure and functional connection to your required service. Choose authentication type, basic, OAuth. This means selecting how your app proves its identity to access external services. For instance, use basic for quick testing with a username and password, or OAuth for more secure, token-based access in production. Always pick the method that matches your security requirements. Add any required headers or parameters. This means providing extra security or context details so your app can communicate securely with the external service. For example, when connecting to an API, you might add an authorization header containing your API key. This step is essential for establishing a trusted and functional connection. Test the connection to verify it works. This means checking that your SAP BTP application can successfully communicate with the external system you just linked. For example, after setting up a destination to a cloud database, you would run a test to confirm your app can send and receive data. Ensuring this connection is successful is essential before moving forward with development. Understanding OData, a protocol for data access and exchange. OData is another standard for data exchange. It allows applications to communicate and share data in a standardized way using simple web protocols. For example, a mobile app can retrieve product details from an SAP system using OData queries. This standardization ensures consistent and reliable data access across different platforms. Great for structured data like customer or product information. This means OData efficiently handles organized information with clear fields. For instance, it can retrieve a customer's name, ID, and purchase history from a database in a standard format. This structured approach ensures data is consistently accessible and reliable for your applications. Uses familiar HTTP methods like REST. This means OData performs operations using standard web commands you already know: get to retrieve data, post to create, put to update, and delete to remove. For instance, a mobile app gets your sales orders from the SAP system. This common approach simplifies integration and development across applications. Provides consistent way to query and update data. This means you always use the same methods to read, filter, or modify information, like a universal remote control for data. For example, an app could fetch only high-priority tasks from a service or mark one as complete using the same OData commands. This standardization makes integration predictable and reliable across different systems. Creating OData services in the Business Technology Platform. Use SAP Business Application Studio. This is SAP's web-based development environment where you build applications, including creating OData services. For example, A developer can use it to quickly generate an OData service that exposes product data from a database. Adopting this tool streamlines your entire OData development process on BTP. Create a new project for your service. This means setting up a dedicated workspace where your OData services code and configuration will live. For instance, if you are building a customer lookup service, start a new project to organize all related files. This foundational step keeps your development structured and manageable from the outset. Define your data model and entities. This means specifying the structure of your data, like defining tables and their relationships. For example, in a sales app, you'd create entities for customers and orders, linking them by customer ID. This foundational step ensures your OData service accurately represents and serves your business data. Generate and deploy your OData service. This means using tools in SAP BTP to automatically create a service and then make it available for use. For example, you can generate a service to manage product data and deploy it so applications can access the product list. Now your service is live and ready to be consumed by other systems. Testing your integration. Use tools like Postman to test REST APIs. This means sending requests to your API and checking responses to ensure it works as expected. For example, you might send a request to create a sales order and verify the correct data is returned. This hands-on testing confirms your integration is functioning properly before moving forward. Test OData services in browser or tools. This means you can directly check your data service in a web browser or specialized tools to ensure it works as expected. For example, you could test a product catalog service by entering its URL in your browser to see if product details appear correctly. This immediate validation confirms your integration is functioning properly. Verify data flows correctly both ways. This means checking that information moves accurately from your system to the external application and back again. For example, when an employee submits a leave request in SuccessFactors, it should appear in your SAP system and the approval status must return correctly. Ensuring this two-way sync is crucial for reliable business processes. Check for error messages and resolve them. This means monitoring your integration flow for any failures and fixing issues like incorrect data formats. For example, if a customer order fails due to a missing product ID, you would locate the error log, identify the problem, and correct the ID. Consistently addressing errors ensures your integration runs reliably. Handling authentication in SAP Business Technology Platform. Many external systems require login. This means your BTP app must securely connect to other platforms using credentials, similar to how you log into email. For example, when integrating with Salesforce, your app must provide valid username and password to access customer data. Proper authentication ensures your integrations work seamlessly and securely. BTP supports common authentication methods. This means it offers standard ways to verify user identities, like single sign-on with your corporate login. For example, employees can access multiple cloud applications using just their company email and password, without creating new credentials for each one. This simplifies access while ensuring security across your business applications. Basic authentication, username password. This method uses a simple username and password pair to verify identity. For example, when you log into the SAP BTP cockpit, you enter your credentials to gain access. It is a straightforward and widely used approach for securing initial entry to systems. OAuth for more secure connections. It's a protocol that allows apps to access user data without sharing passwords. For instance, a mobile app can securely access your SAP system using a temporary token instead of your login credentials. This method greatly enhances security by eliminating the need to expose sensitive passwords directly. Common integration patterns for enterprise solutions. Synchronous, real-time connections. This means systems communicate instantly, with the sender waiting for an immediate response before proceeding. For example, when a customer places an online order, the website immediately checks product availability in the inventory system. This ensures data is current and processes are completed without delay. Asynchronous, scheduled data transfers. This means data is moved between systems automatically at set times without needing someone to start it. For example, your SAP system sends daily sales reports to a cloud analytics tool every night. This pattern ensures reliable, scheduled data exchange without manual effort. Event-driven, trigger-based integrations. This means one system automatically reacts to a specific event or change in another system. For instance, when a sales order is created in SAP S/4HANA, it can automatically trigger the creation of a new task in a project management tool. This pattern ensures immediate and automatic action without manual intervention. Choose based on your business needs. This means selecting the integration method that best solves your specific problem, not just using a generic approach. For instance, if you need real-time inventory updates, you'd use synchronous APIs instead of batch processing. Aligning your choice with actual requirements ensures efficiency and effectiveness. Implementing best practices for guaranteed success. Start with simple connections first. This means initially linking only the most essential systems using basic, pre-built adapters. For instance, connect your SAP S/4HANA system to SAP Analytics Cloud to pull basic sales data rather than attempting a complex multisystem integration. Mastering these foundational links builds the confidence and skills needed for more advanced scenarios. Test thoroughly before going live. This means checking every part of your solution works correctly in a safe testing environment before launching it for users. For example, if you build a new employee onboarding app, verify all data flows and user steps function as intended. This careful validation prevents costly errors and ensures a smooth, reliable launch. Use clear naming for destinations and services. This means giving them descriptive names so anyone can understand their purpose at a glance. For example, instead of dest_01, name a destination HR_system_production to indicate it connects to the live HR application. This simple practice prevents errors and saves valuable time during development and maintenance. Document your integration setup. This means keeping clear records of how systems connect and share data. For example, note API endpoints and authentication details when linking SAP SuccessFactors to SAP S/4HANA. This documentation saves time during troubleshooting and future updates. Proper records ensure your integrations remain manageable and reliable over time. You have the capability to succeed. BTP makes integration accessible for beginners. This means you can easily connect different apps and systems without deep technical skills. For example, link your sales app to an email tool to automatically send order confirmations. It is designed so anyone can start integrating systems right away. Standard protocols mean less complexity. This means SAP BTP uses common, well-known communication methods that your systems already understand, so you do not need to build or learn new, complicated ones. For instance, using standard OAuth for user login instead of creating a custom security system. This saves significant time and effort, making your integration projects simpler and more reliable. Start with one simple connection. This means establishing just one basic link between SAP BTP and another system, like an on-premise database. For example, connect your BTP account to a single on-premise HR system to read employee data. This initial step builds confidence and demonstrates immediate value, making the platform's power accessible right from the beginning. Build confidence with each successful integration. This means every time you connect systems correctly, you will feel more capable and less intimidated. For instance, linking SAP SuccessFactors to upload new hires into your HR system smoothly. Each small win makes you more assured in handling complex projects.